Hi everybody and welcome. My name is Dawn of Embracing Dawn and we are going to do a choose your own message for the full moon. The full moon was happening yesterday and today, and I'm doing them today in today's full moon energy here where I live. So I have separated the pile into 3 different sets. Take a look at the images, pile 1, 2, and 3, and decide which one is calling to you. I will start with number 1 here, and then I will timestamp the other 2 in the description below. If you just hit that upside down triangle down on the right side of your screen, it'll open it up and the times will be beside deck 2 and deck 3, or card 2, card 3, okay? All right, so we're gonna get started with number 1, and we'll just put number 2 here and number 3 up there. Okay. So deck number 1, we are going to shuffle this to see what the full moon message, anchor message is going to be about for the September 1st, September 2nd full moon. Okay. True love, come to me. True love shall come to me. As I do will, so mote it be. Okay. So this is all around romance for some of you in this full moon energy. So let's take a look at some tarot and see. Well, first we'll do some oracle and then we'll do some tarot. Okay. So true love come to be. So this is all about manifesting in romance for this one, loved ones, because you know true love can take many forms. So it can be around romance, it can be around very close family connections, but most likely this will be around romance with this moon energy here. Okay. Oh, very nice. So softly, softly, the tender touch. And you notice here, if you take a look at this, the energy of this card, these are absolutely beautiful cards, and the energy is all around the expression. Do you see her voice? The beautiful vibration that's coming out of her voice, which is also connected to her third eye and to, you know, her all-knowing. So this is about softly, softly, the tender touch. This is all about using your intuition. And definitely with, you know, if you've got some romance coming in, some true love that you're really you're working on manifesting here, then this is all about being in alignment with who you are and what you really desire, and making sure that you're clear within yourself what it is that you desire and what works for you and what doesn't, because the universe responds to whatever it is you're putting out. So you really want to make it clear, especially within full moon energy where, you know, it's that much stronger. You really want to make it clear about what it is that you desire and what it is that you do not desire, right? Especially with that, with the communication coming through, like that's the expression, that's your throat chakra, as well as the being connected above. So universe is asking you to be in alignment for this. And then we have relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. So this is all about allowing things to flow and living in the moments. So just relax that feeling of gloom and doom. If it is that you've been waiting for something, someone romantic, you know, a relationship, an involvement, a romantic connection to come into your life if you're single, and that hasn't been happening for you, the universe is saying, you know, let's shift the perspective. Perhaps you've been in this place of darkness where you've been feeling defeated and you're not really sure when that's ever going to come. And the message is it is going to come. You need to soften and relax and just let yourself be. And that's what this one is all about as well, is, you know, dispel that darkness and don't let that heavy energy be what is your primary focus, your primary energy, your biggest thought form, because, you know, the strongest thought form wins, so to speak. So this is just saying, let's live right where we are in this moment and not project back into the past learn those lessons for sure, and don't anticipate too much in the future. Let things flow, let things come through. And then you have receiving. So it is time for you to receive that. And if you look at, you've got almost like that moon energy in behind there. So it is time for you to receive this great, beautiful love, and it may be that you've had great loves in the past. It could be that you are committed to someone and this is a renewal of that beautiful romantic space that, perhaps you had at one point in maybe daily life it has gotten in the way. Let's draw some tarot and we'll get some more information around that. So I'm just going to pull this one back down. Softly, softly, the tender touch. So we're talking about communication, being in alignment. What is it that we need to know regarding that? And I'm going to pull 2 cards at least for each, and I'll bring them down as we go. Okay, so softly, softly, the tender touch. This is around your communication, being gentle with your communication, being mindful of how you come across, to others, and especially in a romantic space, not coming from a place of fear or a place of darkness, but a place of optimism and openness. And we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is, generosity. Now, Pentacles typically mean the material, so that's manifesting in material form, but it's, it's a midway sort of blessing card where you've got a generous energy, loving energy that wants to come in, and you're ready for that. You're open for that. And you've also got the Angel of the Ocean, which is all about healing. And if you notice, like, this is major arcana here. This would be Temperance, I believe. So this is all about finding that balance. And you see the infinity symbol here that totally connects to the image that you have here with her, where she's got the communication flowing, she's got her connection to spirit flowing, and it's the same with this card where we've got the infinity, the sign of the infinite. It's all about really taking the time to connect in with your desires and what you are deserving of and what it is that you want to manifest, not just now, but especially within the portal of this, excuse me, communication, this full moon energy, because this isn't just the starting of the next lunar cycle, this is also the starting of a new chapter, so to speak, a new phase that we're entering as well. And we've got the equinox that's coming up later as well with that energy, also. So, okay, let's take a look at this next one and see how things link in. So we have relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. And you see how they're surrounded in their column of light. This being, this person, and it's all connected here. You are connected in your sense of light. You are grounded in that space. You are protected and connected with Source through you down into Gaia. So you're anchored into the beautiful grid line of our Earth, but you're also, reaching up and connected cosmically as well. And with this, when you're in alignment, you've got the 2 of Cups here, which is partnership. So it doesn't have to be romantic, but in this case, this is someone that perhaps wants to come in with a serious love offering for you, where you set the intention of what it is, you set that vibration out, and it's saying once you're in alignment, once you're clear, then this offering is coming to you. And it's showing it here too. Once you get that balance, once things are in sync and you really feel good in your gut about what it is that you've determined, decided that you want to manifest, that you desire in your life, what you're deserving of, then that's going to come. And you're overcoming this 10 of Swords energy. So 10 of Swords is very heavy energy. That's very defeated. That's endings. So there's a cycle for you where you've been in some kind of darkness that, especially as it pertains to romance and love and loving relationships and the trust in yourself and really being connected to what you deserve and desire, that's really at play here, especially in this full moon energy. So you're really being encouraged by Spirit to take some time and just do a pros and cons, or a, things I desire versus things I want to let go of that I don't desire in a partner, and set that energy, because this is going to come forward. This is something that's really possible for you. And then we've got here, we've got receiving. You're more than deserving of receiving that love, despite the fact that it's very clear that for some of you, those of you that are connecting with this, you've really not felt like you are deserving of it. You've really not felt like maybe that's in the cards for you, and perhaps you've given up with a little bit of this, this darkness that you need to overcome, coming into that balance. But you've got this beautiful energy of, generous nature here, and you've got this offering with the Two of Cups, where you're overcoming this heavy energy of the swords in the mental body. Swords are air, it's mental body. So just getting clear in your mind and connected into your heart space about what this person is going to look like for you, and then really keeping your eye out for the signs around that. So under receiving, we've got the Hanged Man. So you've been putting yourself in this Hanged Man energy, back to this darkness, dispelling the darkness and allowing yourself to just be. So definitely, those of you that connected with this message, that chose this is definitely around romance and love, whether you are committed or you're not committed. If you are committed, then this is about perhaps an internal struggle that you've had with your partner, or with your love interest. And this is about you becoming clear and perhaps communicating and ending whatever this hardship has been between you, or the miscommunication or the misalignment has been. Because after you go through this Hanged Man energy, then you're coming into the Queen of Wands, which is all about passion. So, wands are all about the fire, so it could be a fire sign that you'll be connecting with. But this is that passionate, strong, beautiful energy. And these cards, the court cards, can typically represent humans, figures in our lives. The energy of it is feminine, but it can be any identity. But the energy that it brings is this passionate, beautiful, energy that's pushing you out of this Hanged Man stuckness. And once you're in alignment, things are just really going to flow. The doors are really open for you here with this potential for romance within this next lunar cycle. Use the full moon energy to support you in bringing that about, and also about being clear about what it is that you want to release, right? What it is that you that isn't serving you within your love interest or your commitment, if you are already committed. And if you're not, then it's really asking you to get clear on what's not serving you, what will you not, what's a hard no for you. And be clear, because the universe responds to you. As soon as you ask, it's there. And the more clear you are, the more clear things will be when they come into their fruition, right? Okay, so let's pull one more card. And we have Crow energy to end things. There you go. So I'm just going to put my glasses on. This is a little bit small. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. Exactly. Okay, so universal laws and truths are now being revealed. You've got to be perceptive. You've got to come out of this, this stuck energy and get the balance again, because things have been off balance for you emotionally and in the mental body as well. And the universe is saying there's something really lovely that's possible for you within this next lunar cycle, and maybe even beyond into the next 2 or 3 months, that wants to manifest for you. But you've got a little bit of work to do in making it clear. The signs are right there for you, though. You've got this beautiful passion. You've got this love offering, 2 of Cups. You've got generosity here with the 6 of Pentacles, and you've got the healing. So as soon as you've moved through that healing, or even begin that healing process, it feels to me like you're already in it with the Hanged Man energy. you're already in that space of contemplation. You've got the 2 major arcana here, so that's super important as well, because they speak to bigger life events as opposed to, you know, day-to-day things. So that could be a really beautiful full moon energy for, you know, for this next lunar cycle in our full moon that's coming up. Some of you have already experienced it yesterday, last night, and tonight. So if you chose the first deck, this is your message for the full moon on September 1st, September 2nd. And remember to live big and shine your light bright. Until next time. Hi everyone. If you've chosen deck 2, then we are going to take a look at deck 2 now. And that was this one. So we're going to shuffle this up. There are a select few cards that hold a similar theme. So for those of you that chose this deck, this particular image, your message is in here. So let's take a look at what the message is coming through. Authenticity, okay. So number 10, which would reduce to a number 1, authenticity. Who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. So this is about being true to yourself. This is about taking the masks off. And this is about stepping into your authentic power from your place of integrity, you know, the place of your own personal power. It's all about, you know, pushing past those fears. So in this next lunar cycle, you're going to be asked to stand in your authenticity, to really shine your light. And let's pull some oracle just to get a little more direction, and then we'll go into some tarot to clarify that, okay? I just want to make sure these are really shuffled well. Yes, this full moon in Pisces is very, you know, that's very, very big, and the energy is very strong for it. And we are being asked to forgive and to come back into alignment and to really get in touch. You know, Pisces is water. And with our lunar cycle and the moon being all about, you know, our relationship with Mother Earth and water, it's got a real impact that way. So being authentic really makes sense within this energy. And it's got, yeah, see, there you go. So we have number 8, be the hunter, not the hunted. So this again is all about the wisdom. You see, we've got the symbol of the owl with the sacred geometry all around it. So this is about wisdom. This is about you being the one that's discerning, you being the one that's using your wisdom, your higher knowledge, your intuition to manifest things and, you know, create things moving forward in this next lunar cycle and even in this last quarter of the year, as well in this next phase that we're coming into. You know, this is all around not necessarily being assertive, but you being assertive, but not aggressive, but from a mindful space, from a space of wisdom, from a space of knowing, you know, from that internal, you are standing in your power and you're connected. That's what this is all about. So it's time for you to step into that assertive energy of expressing yourself in your full authenticity. Take off those masks of how you think people expect you to behave, and when you go to this setting, you know, you can't bring this person, and all of the dynamics of everybody else's thought forms and pressure. You're being asked now to step into your own. And then you've got follow your own rhythm. Exactly, and this is number 3. So for you, those of you that connected with this, you're really being challenged here, tasked, you know, in the best way possible to step out, to step into who you truly are and what you truly represent. And in the end of it, you've got the perfection of your life, which is 30. So we've got multiple 3s happening here as well. So this is beautiful. Like just this story without the tarot all by itself is just a beautiful story of you've got something to show the world, and it is time for you to really honor yourself. I'm trying to, get the messages of just the right wording here. And it's honoring yourself. It's being authentic and true to you, and coming from that place of integrity, so that when you speak and when you act, it's not squishy inside. It doesn't feel wrong, that you're not shrinking yourself, because it is time for you to be the one that shines your light. It's time for you to step into that power of really presenting who you are and what you represent, so that you can go to your own rhythm, and people will adjust around you. We teach people how to treat us in what it is, the boundaries we set, and what we tolerate and what we don't tolerate. So, you're being asked to really be clear and step out of whatever patterns have been holding you back in terms of being your authentic self. Maybe it is that you've had one job forever and you're good at it, you've done it, but you're not passionate about that. It's not where your heart is necessarily, and maybe it is that you're thinking about changing careers entirely, and you're getting you're anticipating a lot of flack for that, because people won't understand. People, have a different expectation of you, but they're not living your life. You are living your life, and it's important that you go to the beat of your own drum, follow your own rhythm to find the perfection of your life and what serves you the best. And whatever will serve you the best, that will serve everybody else the best around you. It just will. It just is, People adjust, and sometimes it is that people need to adjust, and we're just too afraid to rock that boat, so to speak. Oh, we've got some great news in here. Good stuff. Oh, I'm very excited. Good. Okay. So starting with this one here, where you've got the wisdom, be the hunter, not the hunted, in terms of stepping into your authenticity and really being, coming from a place of integrity. You've got here the queen of, you've got abundance, which is number 2, the queen of the ocean. So this would be, I believe, the Empress, and she is all about, she's the psychic. She's got that beautiful energy. She's very, very abundant. Let me check. I just want to check. She could be the high priestess. She's the high priestess. There we go. Okay. So she's all about the mystical. She's all about, sort of sitting and watching. She's a very wise card. And again, sitting on top of that, of this one, with that wisdom. Sorry, I've made a mistake again. My apology, I was right the first time. I just want to get it correct in my eyes with my glasses. So this is the Empress energy. So that is all about abundance. She is like, she's major arcana. She can represent a person in your life. Now it's feminine energy, and it's like the ultimate sort of feminine energy. She's the opposite to the Emperor. Now it's the energy of it is feminine, but it can be any identity. But this could be someone that's coming into your life that's helping you to really find your authentic self. Or this could be your energy as well. You could be that Empress energy stepping into your power, because she's all about, those comforts, that abundance, making everything flow beautifully. That's her energy. And then on top of that, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is about recognition. So you're going to be stepping into a situation where you're going to be recognized for something. You're going to get recognition either through this person or by representing the energy of that person and being more assertive and standing in your authentic space. This could relate to something in work where you're going to be recognized because you're stepping out of your comfort zone and you're sort of taking off a mask, taking a risk professionally, and then you've got this 3 energy that's going to come through here, the 3 of Pentacles, with that recognition, which is beautiful. That's a great space to be in. Sorry, let me straighten these out for you. Okay, so now let's come into this one where we've got follow your own rhythm. So here we have got the Queen of Pentacles, and she is all about kindness. The Queen, again, this is a court card, but this could represent another person, and Pentacles is earth. So this could be an earth sign, and it's a feminine energy, but it can be any identity. But the Queen of Pentacles is all about, again, that creature comfort, the comforts of home. Everything flows, everything, you have all that you need. You know, that's the energy of this Queen with this kindness here. And over top of that, we've got Destiny with the Wheel of Fortune, which is major arcana. So whatever this connects to, for those of you that chose this deck and this card, this is related to your destiny. This is a big deal. You've got two major arcana here, and you've got this court card. You've got this recognition coming, but this is all based on you being the one that's assertive, standing in your own power, being authentic to yourself, and yes means yes and no means no. Don't speak at cross purposes, you know, really speak your intention, because you've got some beautiful things that involve destiny that are involved here. Once you choose to follow your own rhythm in your life, it's going to lead you through with this destiny into the perfection of your timeline, perfection of this life. Something really beautiful has the power to unfold, you know, within this moon energy, and even moving forward. So within this perfection of life here, where everything is going to be aligned for you, yeah, the perfection of your life. We've got the Fool, which is the new beginning. He is the very first card of the major arcana and of all the tarot. That is the 0 point. That is where everything begins. So you've got a new journey that wants to begin. You've got something unfolding. It could be personal, it could be work related. This is general. So it can connect to anything, but it really is hinged on you standing in your power, you being authentic to yourself, you being in alignment with yourself and checking in. Is this true for me? Is this my truth? Is this what I want? What direction do I wish to go in? And when people bring things to you, you've really got to have the courage and step into your power here, where you're going to make a choice to live your authentic self life. You're going to make the choice to really line up in your gut with who you are, so that you feel bigger, better, stronger, because there's something that's really major involved with this destiny-wise, with this Fool as well. Like these two major arcana together alone, you know, speak to that. And then you've got this Empress energy back here, and you've got the Queen there as well. And then on top of that, you've got the Queen of Swords, which is about resilience. So you've got a lot of queens here. You've got a lot of court cards. And resilience is, you know, the swords are all about air. They're the ideas, the mental body, the thought form. So that's all about having that resilience, being able to think on your feet, being able to adjust, having that strength to, again, stand in your power, because those queens, kings, they're in their power, so to speak. And the Wands is all about swords. Swords is all about air. So you've got pretty much all the zodiac represented here. So it could be any sign really, but this really hinges on you stepping into your power, or not stepping into it necessarily, acknowledging it, owning it, and really being in line with your true self. You know, walk your talk, so to speak, and you're going to be hugely rewarded for that. Hugely rewarded for that. So keep your eyes out. We're going to pull another card just to get a final message here from our Sacred Feather energy. Oops, there it is. Okay. So we have the Robin. New growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it. See? Exactly. And that's exactly what this is speaking to here. And with your authentic self, you've got something that's connected to your destiny. It's a big deal, you know. So keep your eyes open, because if you chose this card, this is a fantastic message that is connected to your personal power and your personal you know, standing in line with exactly who and what you represent, and really owning that now within your own pace and your own style is going to bring you into this real life transformation that looks to me as though it can be nothing but great, great things. So those are your messages if you chose the second card. Thank you so much for sticking with it. And remember to live big and shine your light bright. Until next time. Okay, hi everyone. For those of you that chose the third deck, this is the image that was on that. So there are a select few of cards that have a similar theme within them, and we're going to shuffle these up, choose one, then I will choose some oracle, that's from the last reading, and then we will dig in deeper with some tarot, okay? So September 1st, September 2nd, full moon energy. What do we need to know here? Prosperity, very nice. Number 3, okay. So as this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universe divine. So this is all about being connected. You know how it speaks number 3? You know, we've got that master number 3. We've got the tree represents ourself, right? So as we grow roots, and it's our connection to our source, to divine. So prosperity is wanting to come forward. It's wanting to come through in this next lunar cycle and perhaps even beyond for those of you that chose this deck and this reading. So that's going to be connected to your connection to source and really being in the flow of that and being connected and grounded like the roots of the tree, and really nurturing that foundation. And as you nurture the foundation, you know, and look after it as it grows, then that brings the fruit of life, so to speak, through to fruition. So you've got something in the works here that wants to unfold, that is connected to nurturing that, connected to foundation. And let's see what that could be. Okay, so we've got, that's interesting, we have 2 the same from one of the others and 1 not. So we've got relax, the hold of darkness, and be at cause. So what that means, and you see that this character is in their column of light. They're a light being in their column of light that goes all the way to the cosmos and right into Gaia, right into our Mother Earth. And that's letting go of the darkness, the dark thought forms, the emotional baggage, you know, the things that don't serve you, which is all around what the full moon energy is about. You know, it's about releasing things and manifesting as well, you know, bringing new things into fruition and being able to release things and let them go that no longer serve. And with this one, you're especially being asked to really get yourself connected and surround yourself with this light energy and get rid of some of this stuff that you've been holding on to, because we move in here and we've got conscious connections, and that's all about not just being connected consciously to our universal collective consciousness or to your higher guides or your spirit guides, but that's also conscious connections between us, you know, in spirits in human form here. As we awaken and we are awake and aware beings, we automatically begin to connect with others that are conscious and awake as well. And our vibration elevates and elevates and rises, and our frequency rises. And all of these things, like this prosperity, become much more possible, much more quickly, because we are miracle manifestors, really at the heart of it, right? We are spirit in human form. And as soon as we let this darkness go, this is it. As soon as we let this darkness go and really let that light shine, then that allows those conscious connections to be even more strong. And I'm getting emotional and sorry. Forgive me if I do, but this message is really strong. It's going to open everything up for you, because then in the end you've got receiving. So you need to be willing to receive these messages, because you've got some beautiful prosperity and abundance, you know, by setting this foundation. And maybe it is that many of you that have connected to this, you've already set your foundation. You've already come into that realization. You're already on the path of awakening. You know, you're connecting into the conscious collective as well. So this could be all around defining that, becoming, you know, more deeply involved with that in order to nurture it. And you're being offered opportunities right now through, you know, the messages in these other cards to really be connected. And the more you're connected, the more that wants to come through. So connection to source, connection to others, call on your tribe, your literal tribe. Let's see how many these are. Okay, we can take those, but not those. Okay, so I need to draw 4 more cards for you. 2 fell out. Okay, so let's see what else we can get from this. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, so for this one, letting the darkness go and letting your light shine here, you know, and be at cause, be at one with the present moment in this world. You've got the King of Swords here, which is all about ambition. So the swords is that air energy, that's the mental body. The King is a court card. He could represent a physical person. This could be you and your energy perhaps as well. You know, it's a masculine energy, but it can be any identity, but the energy of it is masculine. So he's all about ambition. He's got everything organized. This is the character that, you know, he's got all his ducks in a row. He's not necessarily compassionate by any means, but he knows how to get the job done. He knows how to take charge. He knows how to be responsible. You know, he's very ambitious, entrepreneurial, money management, you know, that kind of thing. He's very good with that. So this could represent that in terms of prosperity. Using that energy definitely can bring you some prosperity within balance, right? And then you've got the 4 of Wands here, and the Wands is fire energy, and the main theme around this card is rewards. So stepping into this energy of pulling in more light energy and being more connected will help you with whatever it is you're bringing forward with this prosperity, because you're going to be drawing in this King energy where, you know, you've got that ambition, that entrepreneurship, that drive, that financial and business wisdom, so to speak. And there's a reward in here with the 4 of Wands with that. So it's all about being in alignment with you, and then your tree grows. You're nurturing your tree. And this person could be part of your tribe, or it could be you, as I said before. And then stepping into this conscious connections here, you know, that could be conscious connections with other people from your tribe, so to speak, here on Earth. It could be if you identify as a light worker, you know, your connections with others, you know, from in the cosmos. It could be that you just, in the physical plane, in a human form, you are more consciously aware of the way that you are integrating yourself, interacting with others, you know, speaking with good purpose, that kind of thing. You're more clear about the impact of your actions and your words, and how they work towards manifesting something for yourself. Because now we have the Angel of the Ocean, which is healing. So we've got, this is major arcana here. So around this conscious connections, these connections are going to help you to heal whatever this sense of darkness was that may have been blocking this sense of prosperity. You know, it could even be that you've felt unworthy of that your vibration has been lowered, because, you know, you have the 6 of Swords here next, which is kind of like the main message is calm, but it's kind of like a pause card, so to speak, where, and with you having this, you know, this one underneath where it's about healing, and with the infinity sign and going within, you know, that's all around temperance. This is indicating that you're going to experience a time of contemplation, a time where you're going to be moving into better, stronger connections with people that are also connected to the collective consciousness. They are going to be more conscious connections for you in human form that are going to help manifest this prosperity. But you've got a little bit of this healing to do, and they will help you to do that. People from your tribe, spirits from your tribe on this earth, that is part of what we are all here for each other for, is to support each other in that, is to be those mirrors, to hold the space, to help each other heal. You know, even just as a reflection, some of us are, you know, we've practiced and tuned into our gifts enough that really we can work with the astral body and the different, you know, the different bodies in the aura and help to remove things, you know, with someone and for them, always with permission of higher self, of course. But you really have an opportunity here to do some healing and to bring in some very prosperous energy in the process of that. And then on top of receiving here, we've got the Four of Pentacles, which is security. That's earth energy. You know, Pentacles is that earth energy, so it could be earth sign connecting into that. And this is, you will have this sense of security, and we know you will because now you've got Judgment on top of this, which is another major arcana. And this is about self-reflecting again. So you've got the healing and the self-reflecting, but through that, you are going to come into a space of much higher vibration. You know, perhaps it is that you're being activated, you're going into a new frequency upgrade here around this prosperity, because you have lots of opportunities of support with people coming into your life in this next cycle and maybe just beyond, that are going to support you in that. But this is all about your connection to the universe. Every card that came through the oracle cards were all around that. And then the arcana, the tarot just fully supported that. So it really looks like you are going through a frequency upgrade, an elevation, where you're coming into a new space where you're going to have a new tribe of people here on earth, you know, your earth tribe, that is going to really come in and support you and bring about this strength in your foundation for this prosperity, whatever this represents to you. And this could be spiritual prosperity. It doesn't necessarily have to mean, okay, that's it. It doesn't necessarily have to mean monetary or financial prosperity. It could be your spiritual prosperity, your spiritual abundance, which will in turn definitely make things manifest for you in every other area of your life more quickly and with better intention, you know, more defined, that's for sure. So let's take a look at our last message here. And the card that popped out was the Starling. Now is the time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. See, there you go. That lines up perfectly with this message here of, you know, being grounded, setting your foundation, letting go of darkness, being in your column of light, releasing the baggage in this full moon energy, calling on your tribe of conscious connections in the physical and in the non-physical, you know, because we connect in the non-physical as well now with the fifth dimensional living. That is becoming more and more a part of who we are. You've got that support, and you've got some major arcana in here along with your Judgment. So it is time for this, and this has the possibility of really being empowering with this new, you know, this new upgrade, this new elevation and frequency, this new shift. It's, you know, it's got the possibilities of really shifting your life in a very positive way. So full moon blessings for all of you. Those are your messages. Those of you that chose the third set. Thanks so much for sticking it through. And remember to live your light bright, you know, live big, shine your light bright. I'm sorry, my brain is getting ahead of my words. Until next time.